And there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Caruso in at the 2. And for Brooklyn, we've got Mills. Aldridge out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. And it's Bembry in at the 3. And for those teams that suffered a harsh ending to last season, Greg, what are they feeling here on opening night?
I mean, motivated. You think about that kind of thing all summer, and the chance for retribution starts now.
Now DeRozan. Vucevic, a screen on KD. And DeRozan kicks to Vucevic. Off target with his 3. Now here's Mills. He's guarded closely. Outside Durant. Outside Aldridge. Shot clock at 5. There's Bembry. No good from outside. Left side Levine. And that one is off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. With the crossover. And Harden lays it in.
One of the game's best drivers without question. James Harden loves to shift gears, change of pace, slow, fast, intermediate speed, and then use that body of his to shield the ball. Nightmare defending.
And the basket by DeRozan.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Now here's Mills. Back to Harden. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Pass to DeRozan. Shoots over Mills. And Demar Derozan the bucket on the assist by Levine.
You know, Zach LaVine is not just a scorer. He's really good at setting up his teammates, too.
Harden the pass to Mills. Shoots from 12. It's deflected. Here's Caruso, covered by Mills. Here's Ball. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And, you know, that's a veteran play. DeRozan stays open to all possibilities. That's seeing the game in front of you. Excellent find.
Now here's Durant. He had 27 points last game. Harden against Ball. And there's the pass to Vucevic. Durant with the steal. Mills looking it over. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And the dunk by Aldridge.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Pass to DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
Well, you look at DeRozan's game, and he's a powerful finisher. That's really one of the main staples of his attack.
Mills passes to KD. It's Aldridge, high post. Can't cash in from the high post.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Levine can't hit.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Harden really looks like he's been having fun out there.
I would agree with that, Kevin. And he says he's the same way off the court, too. I don't know him off the court, but he says he loves meeting new people. I don't have any trouble believing that. He enjoys engaging with kids, and certainly the bright tennis shoes are part of everybody's NBA attire now, but he wears it as an expression of his personality.
One shot.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game. I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Mills finds Harden. Trying to find Durant. He's got it now. And here's Mills for three. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it.
On defense, the Nets. Demar Derozan on the wing, defended by Durant, and the basket by Derozan.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
KD on the wing. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Vucevic. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Wasted no time on that one.
Boy, Zach LaVine's scoring instincts have him always ready for the catch and shoot.
Here's Bembry. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Harden, Mills in the corner, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. With a break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. Number 1, the Nets.
They were remarkable in terms of their efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they did a great job of finding the open man and working for great looks. Really just an unselfish group.
Ball finds DeRozan. Kick by Vucevic with the drive. LaVine wide open. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Well, you know, this is the thing. When LaVine's in rhythm, the shooting motion looks pure and effortless.
Now, here is Harden. Last game he had 34 points. Outside Durant. Six to shoot. Just got the run. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
You know, sometimes you just assume this shot is falling before it goes in. Durant's outside jumper is that deadly.
Vucevic is screen on Harden. Here's Ball. Passes it to Vucevic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeAndre Bembry. That is his first foul of the game. Brownie's checked in for Bembry. And the Bulls making a change also. Dosumu's checked in. Nets on defense. Trailing by 2. And DeRozan. Here we go. Tries from 7. A rebound by the Nets.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Harden surveying the D. Pass to Mills from downtown. And Demar Derozan pulls it down.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Ball against Harden. Pass to LaVine. Takes a 3. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Free throw good, LaVine.
The key piece of the trade sending Jimmy Butler from Chicago to Minnesota, Zach LaVine embraced his new, enhanced, and expanded role, showing he can be the focal point of an offense, averaging over 25 points per game in the 2021 season.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Paul Millsap's checked in for Aldridge. Johnson comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Carter in for Patty Mills. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Lonzo Ball. is the third.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Harden inside the three-point line. Bean with the rebound.
Well, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
No good that time. Good work defensively by Harden. Steps back. Brown kicks to Harden. Back to Brown. And finish off by Brown.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Bradley sets the pick for Levine. Knocks down the three ball. Levine's got 11.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Harden the pass to Millsap. It's stolen by Bradley. Now here's Dosunmu, guarded by Harden. Jones with the screen on Carter. Levine, and it's Chicago scoring again.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Brown. Kicks it out to Johnson. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Boy, he could have taken himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate.
Rosen dishes to Levine. Clock at 6. From 6 feet, and the shot is good. 15 points in the game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Brown. Carter outside. Millsap sets the pick for Carter. Driving inside. Nice D from Levine. The Bulls leading by 7. And here is Dosunmu. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Now, here is Harden. Driving to the basket. And the rejection by Bradley. Brown against Levine. Shoots over Brown. And he overshot that one, missing. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Carter, the pass to Johnson. And Jones sends it back. Now, here's Dosunmu. He's covered by Brown. Dosunmu's shot is off. Nets trail by 10. Carter outside. There's the pass to Millsap. Shoots over Dosunmu. Millsap misses. And Chicago shooting very well. 58%. The offense is flowing right now early for them. Here's Levine. Out to Derozan. Tries again over Johnson. Derozan gets the bucket. Derozan's got 10.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Well, Harden's got such a tremendous feel for the game and sees the whole court. He's a really slick creator.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Derozan scanning the floor. Here's Levine. Pass to Dosunmu. Can't nail the jumper.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for the Bulls. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Here's Mills. Last game he had 10 points. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Durant on out there with Mills. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Johnson in at the 4. Mills can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. Durant finds Brown. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Chicago leading by 12. Jones from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
Mills passes to Aldridge. And the layup falls. Aldridge has got his second basket of the game.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
It's stolen by Johnson. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Ball. Shoots over Vucevic. Aldridge can't get it to go. And it's Jones with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Only given up 2 points this quarter.
Watch the screen.
Johnson against Brown. Passes it to Caruso. 5 to shoot. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. A drive by Vucevic. There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive scheme.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent.
The free throw drops for Vucevic. And in 2021, we saw Tim Duncan enter the Hall of Fame with others. You think of his iconic bank shot, and Clark, why don't more players, you think, perfect that shot?
Well, you know what? Shots that are that iconic are really hard to master. So I think some legends have just perfected something that few others can master in the same way. That's part of it. And then the other part of it is that the game is so different now. It's a three-point shooting game. You don't necessarily need a signature shot. If you can shoot it from deep and drive it, then you can play in today's NBA. What a unique combination of height, athleticism, and ball skills. Durant can make some unbelievable finishes because of it.
Now, here's Vucevic. Outside, Ball. It's Brown on the wing. Vucevic is screen on Durant. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws. And 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
KD can't get it to go.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's Mills, and Jones sends it back. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Nets trail by 16. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Brown with it. Jones covering. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. The Nets second.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Brown drops them both. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Out left to the wing. Fades back. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Friday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Demar Derozan and the Chicago Bulls. Left side, Ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Good utilization of his height and speed to get to the line that time. Ball showing you he's got the savvy to draw contact.
Bulls shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
That's good from Ball.
You know, you look at Ball's size and speed and confidence, very impressive. An exciting prospect who I think has an all-star future.
Ball hits them both. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 16-point game. Aldridge kicks to Mills. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Mills has got 6.
Boy, there's that hair trigger release on Patty Mills. No hesitation. Catch, shoot, mark it up.
Here's Ball. Brown outside. Over Durant. That one rolling around and runs out. Nets have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Brown. That shot no good. Good work defensively by Jones. Caruso, the pass to Vucevic. Over Aldridge. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got his second basket.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
A moment here to check out Kevin Durant. Last season, he played outstanding. 7th in 3-point field goal percentage. and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And back to his tremendous efficiency from 3 last year, top 10 in the league, he's truly a dead-eye shooter when he gets it going. Nets trail by 15. He feeds it to Mills. Pass to Claxton. Brown with it. It's a floater. He takes it up and lays it in. Brown's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Feeds it to Durant. Back to Mills. Brown with a screen on Ball. Mills. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Harden's checked in, and Chicago also making a switch. Demar Derozan, he's checked in for Brown. Ball against Harden. Ball kicks to Vucevic. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Harden. Durant in the corner. Aldridge against Vucevic. Aldridge, the pass to KD. No good with the triple.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
So for the Nets, Millsap comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Carter in for Patty Mills. Levine's checked in for Chicago. Dosunmu comes in for Lonzo Ball. Now here's Dosunmu. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Paul Millsap picks one up. First trip to the line for him here. First one falls for him. And Clark, you played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now the way they have it set up and the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls, yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall.
The Bulls leading by 15. He kicks it to Derozan. Here he goes. Outside, Levine. Vucevic setting the pick for Levine. Back to Vucevic. Just 5 on the clock. Dosunmu's shot is off. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Caruso. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Levine inside the 3-point line. The good-looking shot from the wing. And the Bulls lead by 17.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Tony Bradley's checked in for Chicago. The Bulls leading by 17. Outside, Levine. Connects from three-point range. Levine's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
The pass to Durant. Millsap a screen. It's Durant with the drive. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
No easy way to hold KD down. He's slick, he's slippery, he's smooth with the ball. That's why he draws fouls.
Clark as good a scorer as ever. Durant just needs to stay healthy, right? Just to break all kinds of records.
I agree with that, Kevin. He is as lethal a scorer as we've seen. I mean, when you just talk about putting the ball in the basket, he's in the top 10 all time for my money. Boy, you look at Durant's resume. He's already accomplished most of the big individual honors. League MVP, Finals MVP, scoring champion.
Now, here's Dosunmu. He's got 5. Levine feeling it out a bit. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. Harden's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Durant, here we go. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight. Here's Levine. Bradley passes to Dosunmu. Picked by Vucevic. He takes it in, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Levine. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Levine, a primetime threat to knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Levine against Carter. Millsap a screen on Levine. Johnson dishes to Harden. Carter outside. That one doesn't go. Nice D from Levine. Derozan passes to Levine. Levine double team. Down low. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Dosunmu. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. Pass to Durant. Johnson with a screen on DeRozan. Durant kicks to Johnson. Misses the 3.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far. Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Now here's DeRozan. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. DeRozan's got 12.
You know, it's really the defining part of DeRozan's game, driving the basketball hard at defenders, and he'll come right at you with athleticism and strength.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there. You know, back in 2012, the Orlando Magic decided to move on from their franchise player, Dwight Howard. They traded him in a mega deal involving 4 teams, receiving 6 players and 4 picks.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now here's Durant. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Tell you what, that defense was physical, and yet Durant, with great balance and composure, just stayed with it.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And their last game, a tight win, and it was the success at the foul line that played a huge part in it, and he was probably the deciding factor.
We've seen it so often. I mean, when you're talking close games, it typically comes down to free throw shooting, and he was on target from the stripe. Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
The free throw drops for Dosunmu. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now here's Harden. Passes to KD. 3 seconds left, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
Boy, with that long reach of his, so easy for KD to throw it down.
And so it's Chicago in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And against one of the toughest offensive players in the league, they've been doing a great job shutting down James Harden. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. High turnovers in the first half, James. I'm sure that ball security will be a focus in the second half.
Yeah, that's still too many turnovers, especially unforced turnovers. So we got to really lock in on our turnovers, make the right play at all times.
James, thanks for the time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome, everybody. Glad you could join us. Lots of games around the NBA tonight. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. It was the Heat with the win against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
Lots of amazing plays in that one. We'll be seeing them over and over and over on that loop.
And now let's talk about that first half. Everything falling into place for the Chicago Bulls.
They're getting to the line a bunch, and we know that. Being aggressive, not just settling for long-range jump shots and threes. There's a relentless nature to this basketball team, and we saw that in the first half. We'll see if they keep it up.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Taking a look at the Bulls, we've got Lonzo Ball. Derozan out there with Vucevic, then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Caruso in at the 2.
Easy feasting for KD. I mean, he's been killing them tonight. They just don't have an answer for him.
Here's Vucevic following the bucket by the Nets, and LaVine throws it down.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Now here's Mills. Defense is right there. It's deflected. Outside DeRozan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Like one of the things that separates DeRozan from other two guards, his back-to-the-basket game.
Well said, Kevin, and you're right. I mean, he says every time I shoot a turnaround, I feel like nobody can get to it. He's got excellent footwork. He can really get off the floor. And it's a classic move that made guys like Bernard King a real problem to guard. And I speak from experience on that, folks. King was lethal scoring the ball.
And the first one drops.
How about this, fellas? I mean, DeRozan's aerial skills, his bounce, obvious from a very young age. His first dunk came when he was in the 6th grade, and he won the dunk contest at the high school All-American game. Major bounce.
So he gets them both. Nets trail by 18. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Aldridge with a screen on Ball. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stop.
Man, it's fun watching Harden use the pick and roll to his advantage, getting space off the screen and letting it fly with ease.
Vucevic the pass to Caruso. Here's DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here's Durant following the miss by DeRozan. Aldridge a screen. Mills with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. And there's the feed to DeRozan. No good on that one. Some solid defense there from KD. KD a screen on LaVine. Drives to the hoop. And it's good for 2.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And DeRozan. Here we go. Now here's LaVine. Covered by Mills. 6 on the shot clock. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by LaVine. Vucevic has got 10 points. To the wing right side. The 3 from Harden. Rebound by the Bulls. Pass the ball. On the wing, LaVine. Covered by Mills. And stolen by Aldridge.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Harden's shot is good.
And this is why you got to be in Harden's jersey. I mean, if you lay off of him for a second, he burns you with that quick shot.
LaVine with it, picked up by Aldridge. LaVine double teamed. And Durant sends it back. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Bembry. And taken away by Brown. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Outside for Durant. A three-pointer, no good. The Bulls leading by 15. Caruso, the pass to Levine. Levine, a screen on Katie. DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
That is punched with conviction. DeRozan, after being in the league for 10 years, still big-time bounce.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
And the Bulls making a change here. Jones is checked in. So it's Brooklyn now, down by 15. Brown outside. Back to Mills. To the middle. Aldridge against Vucevic. Vucevic with the block.
Get that weak stuff out of here. You can't come weak like that against Vucevic. He's going to send it back at you.
And then Brown with the dunk.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Nets. It's a 13-point game.
And, you know, Aldridge is a load to deal with. When he gets good position, you pretty much have to be physical with him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Boy, I love his stroke. Aldridge has a sweet stroke and continues to produce a nightly double-double threat who doesn't mind being the focal point of the offense.
And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
No coverage that time. Vucevic has got 13 points.
You know, guys, we've seen Vucevic add this to his game. Now you have to take him seriously from distance.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Brown, and finished off by Brown.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
The three from Harden, and a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. 12 points for him.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
To the left side wing. And it's Vucevic missing. Nets trail by 11. Harden outside. Aldridge dishes to Harden. And it's off from three-point range. Chicago's gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Here's Brown. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Chicago leading by 11. To the paint. Outside DeRozan. And the pass to Caruso. Back to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Over Durant. DeRozan's shot is good. DeRozan's got 20.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
KD passes to Brown. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brown's got 6 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. Some changes for Brooklyn. Paul Millsap is checked in for Aldridge. Johnson comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Carter in for Patty Mills. Chicago also making some changes. Tony Bradley's checked in for Vucevic. Troy Brown comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dosunmu in for Lonzo Ball. Outside DeRozan. Bradley finds DeRozan. Five on the clock. The kick out to Brown. Over Carter. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Brown with it. Picked up by Brown.
And here's the stat sheet on Demar Derozan. Great showing for him last season. 11th in assists, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And he was the consummate playmaker last season. Completely unselfish. Always had his head up, looking for the open man.
Shooting two.
The first one falls. Vucevic checked in for Bradley. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. Down by 12. Harden finds Brown. Johnson in the corner. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Here's Jones. Lays it up and banks it in. Jones has got 5.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Drills it from outside. The Bulls leading by 11. Dosunmu, the pass to Jones. Now here's Dosunmu. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. He's got 10.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Brown. He's got 15. And Jones sends it back. And here is Dosunmu. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Shooting two.
The free throw drops for Dosunmu. Both shots good from the stripe. Nets trail by 16. Brown outside. Harden the pass to Millsap. Vucevic with the block, and he recovers it. Chicago's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Jones kicks to Derozan. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And finished off by Derozan.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man. And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch, and he now often looks for his teammates first.
Dosunmu's shot is off.
You know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Back to Brown. Harden right side. It's stolen by Vucevic. Jones in the post. He's covered by Brown. Jones, no luck. And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend. How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
And the Bulls making a change here. Levine's checked in.
One shot.
The Bulls leading by 13. To the inside. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
6 on the shot clock. Harden's shot is good.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Now here's Dosunmu for 3. Levine. They get it back. Nets trail by 12. Inside. Johnson dishes to Harden. From 10 feet out, that one wide left. And so it's the Chicago Bulls enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back to the action after this word. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on him.
I like the way the Donovan's conveying that scouting report to his guys.
I mean, knowing how your opponent plays is important, and I think he's on point on this one.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this team to become competitive. Durant is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Harden, then it's Mills, and it's Aldridge in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And we're also seeing that power game on the interior, really just putting on a clinic when you talk about post play.
Free throw good, Levine. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. 15-point game. Levine against KD. And Vucevic pulls it down. Chicago's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Second shot opportunity, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Andre Bembry's checked in for the Nets. And a change for the Bulls. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Dosunmu. Free throw drops for Vucevic.
How about this clear example of perseverance? I mean, he's in his 8th season before he makes an All-Star game in 2019. Nikola Vucevic just stayed with it, continued to get better.
And Mills kicks to Durant. The dish to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Ball. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
Nice physical play from Harden that time inside. Never afraid or backing away from the defense.
Ball, the pass to Levine. Vucevic with it. Over Aldridge. Second chance effort. And Vucevic with the layup. Vucevic has got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Ball against Harden. For 3, Levine. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
There's the pick. Mills with it. Now guarded by Ball. Harden outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, you know, Harden will do that every chance he gets. He cleverly goes into the defender looking for the contact to draw the foul, and nobody does it better.
And he knocks down the first one.
Harden's level of creativity offensively is really special. His handles, his ability to get out and get buckets is really second to none.
Demar Derozan. He's checked in for Jones. And both free throws good for James Harden.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game. You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Two shot.
Free throw good from Harden. Harden hits them both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Now here's DeRozan. Vucevic's screen on Katie. Count that one. DeRozan's got 24 points.
Oh, I tell you what, guys, there's so many different ways DeRozan can beat you. When he's hot, he's a problem.
Pass to Harden. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Harden. And Harden with the stop.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
The Bulls leading by 17. And DeRozan kicks the ball. Passes it to Vucevic. He dishes it to Levine. Takes it inside. Ball with a wide open look. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
You know, Ball, despite the quirkiness of the shot, he does have a quick release, so you got to know he's a threat to score whenever he has it in his hands.
Here's KD, and the basket is good. He's got 24.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Here's DeRozan. Ball surveying the defense. Going inside. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got 6 rebounds in the game. KD a screen on Ball. Harden the pass to Durant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, that's a tough take there by Durant. He gets off the shot, his finesse coming into play there, and he's able to draw the foul as a result.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw good from Durant. And so he hits both. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Nice move. And he gets the bucket. Ball's got 5 points in the quarter.
I tell you what, because of his size and ball skills and vision, he's a handful for any defense, Lonzo Ball. I mean, he's able to convert primarily because of his size and sneaky strength.
Levine. And DeRozan kicks to Caruso. That 3 off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Bulls on D. It's an 18-point lead. Aldridge a screen. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Zach LaVine.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. The Bulls leading by 16. Pass to Levine. Levine double team. Oh!
My goodness. Well, guys, we've seen DeRozan. He's got tremendous bounce, and when he's airborne, not only is he up high, he's strong while he's in the air, too. Really special.
Harden against Ball. Harden dishes to Mills. Aldridge, the pass to Mills. 5 on the clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Sinks the triple. Harden's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Now the pass to Levine. Driving in. Makes it off the glass. Levine's got 12 points in just the second half. Nets trail by 17. KD looking around. And he uses the glass on the layup. Durant's got 28 points for the game.
Well, he's capable of scoring from anywhere. Durant's size and touch make him a prime-time threat inside.
Pass to Levine. Harden against Ball. Here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Passes it to Mills. And there's the drive. Vucevic with the block. DeRozan against Durant. Levine passes to DeRozan. Shoots over Mills. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Levine. Levine's got 6 assists in the game. Harden against Ball. Now Harden. Harden draws the double. It's stolen by DeRozan. And oh, here we go. DeRozan, nobody back. And finished off by DeRozan.
Boy, that steal was really triggered by the quick instincts of DeRozan. Very aware and then anticipating the pass.
Harden, no good. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Pass to Levine. And for the first time in 2021, Clark, we had the full play-in tournament featuring the 7 through 10 seeds. What'd you think of the new format?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, again, part of it was we're coming out of a pandemic, and so we're starving for all things sports, and this added another level of excitement to, I think, the best game in the world, NBA basketball. You had Steph against LeBron and AD. So I think it was a pretty awesome result overall. Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now here's Durant. They could use a bucket. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Levine's got 6 rebounds in the game.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Harden dishes to Durant. Aldridge with a screen on DeRozan. The drive by KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
And, you know, once Durant notices a lane, you're toast. I mean, using his long strides to get inside fast, unstoppable.
Outside, Levine. Back to Ball. Outside, Levine. Shot clock at 5. Levine double team. DeRozan for 3. It's rebounded by Aldridge. The Nets have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Bembry the pass to Harden. Greg, you've got the unique opportunity right now to watch your son Cole follow in your footsteps. What has changed for players now versus when you played?
Well, I think the players today are so much smarter, and they prepare to be pros at such an earlier age. And honestly, I think that's one of the advantages our league has. You know, you don't have to teach these guys responsibility. You may have to teach them the game, but they are ready, willing, and able to work to achieve their goals.
Free throw good. James Harden. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Johnson in for Patty Mills. The Bulls also changing it up. Bradley's checked in for Vucevic. Brown comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dosunmu in for Lonzo Ball. Harden hits them both. Chicago leading by 21. Outside, Levine. Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Harden with it. Now guarded by Bradley. The pass to KD. Johnson outside. KD sets the pick for Johnson. 4 on the clock, and it's Johnson with the jam.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Chicago.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And making the right plays when necessary, closing out this club for the second time this season. This victory gives them a 2-0 lead with 2 left against the Nets.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Demar Derozan.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Here's Bradley. Lays it up off the glass.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And the Nets with possession here. The Bulls getting the bucket. Harden draws the double. Johnson for 3. Hands it from downtown.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
He gets that one. DeRozan's got 34 points.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. There's 10 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Dosunmu. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
DeMar, big effort tonight. What is the state of mind of this club right now?
We're focusing in on the defensive end. We know if we get stops, we can definitely score whenever we want.
And you got it done tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan.